Hey everyone, let's make another Christmas soap. So last night I made this soap and it took absolutely forever. So the first time I edited this video, I got it down to 9 minutes. So I am re-editing this video and I'm going to just show you the highlights of the making of this soap so it's not so long. So first I made my first batch of soap in white and I'm pouring it in my soap mold. And I have this scraper and I am scraping the top of the white layer. I have a total set of 7 scrapers for this soap. Next step was to create a red batch of soap. So I mixed up my soap batter, added my red colorant and my fragrance, which I will tell you the fragrance at the end of this video. But I added my fragrance and then I poured this over the white layer in my mold. After the red layer had set up, I am now using my second scraper to scrape the red soap. Next, I am mixing up another batch of soap. This soap is going to be black, and so I'm adding some charcoal powder to make it black, and this is going to be in the center of my soap. I then pour the black soap on top of the red soap, and after that had set up, I'm using my third scraper to scrape the black soap. It takes several passes of the scraper and sometimes you have to add a little bit more soap to fill in all those gaps, but I finally got it to where I wanted it. Next, I am mixing up a very small amount of soap in gold, and this gold is going to go in that center stripe that has been hollowed out by the previous scraper. And once the gold soap had set up, I'm using another scraper to make an indent in the gold part of the soap. Next, I needed to fill in that gold part with some black, and I didn't want to create a new batch, so I used the batch from my previous black that I had poured in the center, and I piped it in the center. And then using my next scraper, I scraped the center part of the soap. I then needed to add another gold layer to the center. So using my previous batch, I'm just kind of spooning in some of the gold soap batter on top of the black center part. And then using another scraper, I am scraping again. Next, it's time for another red batch. So I am mixing up my soap and creating another red batch, and then I'm pouring this into my mold. And then using my last scraper, I am scraping one more time on the top of the red part of the soap. I then make one final batch for this soap, and it is going to be white. And then I pour the white soap over the red part of my soap. I then spray some BioGlitter on the very top of the soap to make the very top shimmer, and then I let it set overnight, and then the next day it's time to unmold and cut the soap. Have you figured out what the design is on the soap? Because after I cut the soaps, this is what they look like. These are my Santa's Belts soaps. And you want to know what they smell like, right? The fragrance I use is actually called Santa Farts. It smells like a sweet, creamy chocolate with buttery and nutty top notes with cotton candy and vanilla bottom notes. It smells so good. These soaps will be available in my next release, which is October 21st at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for watching.